nights I'd rather be than with you. Yeah, loving you. Well. Day will make a way for light. All we'll need is candlelights and a song. Soft and long. Yeah, I know. I just totally just started the video singing. But I love the Isley Brothers. I really, really love them. I'm a big, big fan. So today, I'm not going to be singing the song for you guys like I usually do. This is my first time actually ever making a video talking about something that is really important. And honestly, I think I want to start. I feel like what I have to say, a lot of people will want to hear. It may even help somebody. It may even just guide somebody if they're having trouble handling different situations or things of that nature. And I feel like, you know, somebody, even if nobody looks at this video, even if nobody thinks this video is important, it's important to me, and I'm pretty sure there may be at least one person that watches it and just really get the meaning behind it. Basically, I am a big advocate for young girls and just trying to build up the self-esteem of young women today. And I have grown to notice a lot of different things with this generation below me, or, you know, well, actually it's my generation and also the generation below me. A lot of young women today do not have very high self-esteem, and it's actually very disheartening, because I honestly feel like every young girl should feel like they're beautiful. You know, God created you the way that He wanted you to look, and you should love it. You know what I mean? And I also feel like oftentimes a lot of, you know, young women and girls of today, they like to do things that they would normally do just to get a man's attention, or to act different types of ways. And I don't know, I guess I've just seen so much, and I really just want to talk a little bit about it and just try to give good advice, because I've been there. I have definitely been in a place where I didn't really love myself, and I didn't care too much, you know, about myself, and I kind of let people put me down a lot. I think for most of my childhood life, I wasn't like physically bullied, but verbally, I used to get talked about a lot. And that's because I have a big head. Yes, as you can see, my head is very large. It's large. It is. But I mean, I think now it's not too noticeable. It's kind of proportional with my body. But when I was younger, I think my head was probably bigger than my body was. So, you know, a lot of people used to talk about me like, oh my God, Dominique, you have a big head. You have a big head. You know, and it really used to get to me. Like, really get to me. And I don't know. It's just, for the longest time, I never really loved myself. I thought I was ugly. I know a lot of people don't think that, but it's not like I grew up with a bad family. I grew up being loved. I had all the love that I could ever need, that any child would ever ask for. I had it. Perfect childhood, but I still had a lot of insecurities, and my self-esteem was really low when I was younger, because of the fact that I got talked about for things that I couldn't really control. And and I've always kind of been different. And when I was younger, I really, really used to follow the in crowd and try to be like everybody else, and it got me into a lot of trouble. And I think as I got older, I just said, I can't continue to follow what everybody else is doing, because it's not me. It's not who I am. And I don't know, I guess I couldn't be that person. I didn't want to be that person that didn't really have any friends. I couldn't even find people that would accept me for who I am. And I was tired of being that girl. Like, I was. And, I think maybe once I got in high school, maybe my sophomore, junior year in high school, I I would say I got a lot better with it. I started really just loving myself for who I was and not trying to change myself for anybody or to fit in with anybody or to be popular. And I think a lot of times a lot of girls do they want so much to be popular, to be well liked for things that shouldn't even make people popular, things that aren't even good, that a lot of people are popular for. And I think oftentimes that we forget that we are all different. And it's nothing wrong with being different. It's nothing wrong with wanting to stand out. You just have to be brave enough to do it. And I guess what I really want to just tell young girls of today is that you you don't have to change yourself for anybody. You don't have to try to dumb yourself down or be somebody that you know you're not, that you know you're not happy being. You need to love yourself just the way that you are. Whether you're different, whether you are a nerd, because I was a nerd. I was. And for the longest time, I didn't like it. But I embrace it. It's just who I was. I was smart. I wasn't really that popular in high school. But, now it's like whatever. I'm really comfortable in my skin now. I love myself exactly who I am. I embrace being different. I'm weird. Anybody that knows me, I am weird. I'm talkative. I sing all the time. I wear a whole bunch of stuff that people look at me like, Dominique, why do you have that on? I'm really old fashioned. I have my own sense of style and I love standing out. I do. I think it's the best thing ever because, who wants to look like everybody else, right? But I think I just want to tell young ladies and also a big thing, you have to respect yourself. And once you respect yourself, you have to demand respect from others, especially men, because men only treat you the way that you allow them. And honestly, for the longest time, I never really believed that. People would tell me that, but I was just like, whatever. That's not you don't know what you're talking about. No. But honestly, they treat you the way you allow them to. If you allow them to fill on you and touch all on you on the first date, or if y'all just hanging out or going anywhere, then that's what they're gonna do because you allow them to do that. You have to demand respect. You do, because we are all beautiful young women. We are all beautiful women, and we should want to be respected by a man. And oftentimes, a lot of women, they settle for just any type of man, and I just can't do that. I think for the longest time, I just wanted to have a boyfriend. I just wanted to have somebody, just to say that I have somebody, just so I wouldn't be lonely. But now it's like, whatever. If I'm lonely, I'm lonely, and which I'm really not. I'm not gonna lie and say that there aren't days or nights that I don't, get a little bit lonely, but it never lasts long. I'm only human. You're gonna feel like that. But at the same time, you have to be happy with yourself. And first and foremost, you have to get yourself together with God. Because if you don't have a relationship with God, having a man should be irrelevant to you. And God is not gonna bless you with somebody if you are not right with him, if you don't have a relationship with him first. And I'm still building my relationship with God every day. And I know that's not where it should be, but I'm not the person that I was. I've grown a lot and I still have growing to do. I'm gonna always have growing to do because I'm not perfect. Nobody is. But ladies, you have to go to God. You have to build your relationship with him, and then once you do that, he will bless you with a man that's going to respect you and love you for everything that you are. Different, awkward, whatever the case may be. He's going to accept you for all of that, and he's going to love you. And you're not going to have to worry about all the things that you worry about now. Or, oh, what if he doesn't think I'm pretty? I'm not pretty enough, so let me go and, be you know, promiscuous, or let me do this, you know, let me do what he wants. He just want to have sex. If you don't want to have sex, tell him you don't want to have sex. I mean, nobody can force you to do something that you don't want to do. And you should never get to that point where you just doing anything just to keep a man. Because if that's, I'd rather be alone. And that's, I mean, that's real talk. I'd rather be by myself because it's not worth it. I'm not gonna degrade myself just for the sake of having somebody. So really, you know, and I'm 10 minutes, 51 seconds. I talked for a little bit, but I just really wanted to just let the young ladies out here know that you are beautiful. You are beautiful. I see you, even though I don't know each and every one of you, but you are beautiful, and you love yourself. Love yourself for what you are, and people will love you. If you stand up and you be confident in your own skin, those who really and truly care about you, they'll come around. And the ones that don't, they will fall off like fallen leaves. That's something that I always use. It was a metaphor that I always use all the time, um, that we all have people that come in our lives, and you know, it's like just the cycle of the season. It's like in the springtime, all the flowers and the trees and everything grow, and in the summertime, you know, it gets hot, and then in the fall, the leaves fall. Some leaves fall, and sometimes those are the people that were only meant to be in your life for a season. And that's why I call them fallen leaves, because they were only meant to be there for one purpose, to serve a purpose in your life. And then once they did that, then that's it, they're gone. You let them go because they're not meant to be there. But there will be some leaves or some people in your life that's going to stick around through all seasons, that's going to be there no matter what. And you have to really grow and mature in yourself to figure out who your real friends are, because everybody is not your friend. Unfortunately, I used to think that, you know, I used to think a lot of people was my friend, but as you grow older and you mature, you find out that that's not the case, and you may only have one or two people that you can actually call a friend, and that's the whole thing. A lot of people don't know what a friend is. So just love yourself, and everything else will fall into place. Go to God. Never stop going to God. Never stop trying to build your relationship with Him, because once you do that, everything else will fall into place. You just can't give up. You have to persevere. You have to just keep pushing forward. Just keep pushing, and you'll get there. I know you all. I know you will. And I love you guys. I'm always an advocate for young women, for women, period, because I've been there. I've been to the point where I didn't have any self-esteem, and I didn't think much of myself. But I really, and I feel like it's kind of getting worse as generations go along, and I really feel like somebody needs to say something. Somebody needs to step up. Somebody needs to be a great example. So I love you guys. Please subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at RedRoseD, or add me on Instagram at RedRoseD, same name, RedRoseD 1017 on Instagram. And I love you guys. Bye.